How do you balance the student use of advanced AI tools with maintaining academic integrity? In this video, we'll explore how to integrate AI transparently into your assignments to promote academic integrity and proactively prevent misuse. In this second video of our Practical AI Steps for Assessment series, we'll focus on two key principles: the instructor's clarity of generative AI use and expectations for documentation. We'll explore two supportive tools: the Generative AI Acceptable Use Scale and the AI Acknowledgment and Assignment Appendix. So let's get started. The first guiding question on clarity of generative AI usage is, am I effectively communicating the extent and manner in which students are allowed or not to use generative AI? Throughout this year, the primary feedback from both faculty and students on our campus has been about confusion regarding AI usage. This confusion isn't isolated to our campus. Numerous national surveys indicate that students are often unclear about the boundaries of what is and isn't permitted when it comes to using AI. It's become essential for us, the instructors, to address this ambiguity, assignment by assignment, to ensure that students have a clear understanding of that acceptable AI usage. A framework that has gained prominence in the literature over the past year is the Generative AI Acceptable Usage Scale, or the AIAS. This was designed to achieve the following goals. First, help educators consider how their assignments might need to be adjusted in light of generative AI tools. Second, clarify to students how and where generative AI tools might be used in their work. Third, support students in completing assessments in line with the principles of academic integrity. The scale provides clear boundaries between each level, which are as follows. Prohibited: generative AI is not allowed in any form for completing this assignment or the tasks. Limited use: AI can be used for specific minor tasks like grammar checks, but not for content generation. Moderate use: AI is permitted for some aspects of assignments, such as idea generation or outlining, but not for final content creation. Full use with documentation: students can use AI extensively, provided they document and cite all AI contributions in their work. Full use with human oversight: AI can be fully utilized for assignments, but students must work closely with the instructor to ensure academic integrity and proper use. This scale helps us establish a structured approach to communicating and potentially integrating AI into academic assignments, ensuring both transparency and ethical use. I want to briefly highlight this hyperlink to a handout that provides some excellent disciplinary examples of applying the AIAS at different levels. For instance, at level 1 in the computer science, students demonstrate theoretical knowledge through in-person class discussions. In contrast, at level 3 in the social sciences, students are allowed to use AI tools like Gemini to refine the language in their presentations to ensure clarity. The second guiding question is, if you decide that AI could or should be required or encouraged in your assessments, what are your expectations for students showing their work in terms of citation and sharing their chat prompting process? This involves two key AI literacies that students need to ethically document their use of AI in their academic work. First, they need to know how to properly cite AI. To address this first point, direct students to our library's website. There they will find comprehensive guides for all the major citation styles, including APA, Chicago, and MLA. Additionally, the library offers email and chat support with librarians who are trained to help students navigate this new literacy. This is an essential skill as AI becomes more integrated into academic work. Second, they need to know how to share a prompt or an entire chat thread. For documenting, students need to know how to publish a link and share it. This screenshot shows it's just a few clicks on most Gen AI platforms. When I taught my students this skill, one of them remarked, "Oh wow, this makes me feel less icky using AI. It's like turning in my scrap paper for a math test. This shows my work." Okay, I have two final implementation tools and tips to help you put this all together. First, I want to share an example from one of my assignment guides. I've included a section on generative AI assignment expectations. Just like my assignment guide covers the task, the purpose, the criteria, the deadline, and submission guidelines, this past year I've been adding an extra section to ensure transparency and clarity about what is and is not acceptable use of AI for each assignment. A link to this guide will be available in the resources, but let me highlight a few key points. The guide clearly states the required permissions and acknowledgments. It specifies the citation style expected and asks for documentation by sharing their AI-generated content and prompts. Additionally, it uses that generative AI acceptable use scale to inform students of the level of AI usage allowed for each assignment. My last resource is something my class and I developed throughout the semester called the Assignment Appendix for AI Acknowledgement. This Google Doc template will also be shared in the resource link. It consists of two parts. Part A is a disclosure and pledge section where students identify whether they were permitted to use AI or if they used it only with acknowledgement similar to an honor code. And Part B focuses on documentation and reflection. Here students are asked to share which AI tools they utilized, provide citations, and document their use. Additionally, there's a reflection section where students briefly explain their rationale for using AI, describe how they used it, and share some interactions during the process and offer recommendations. I have a lot of success with this approach in my class. It makes AI usage very clear and transparent, ensuring students understand when and how AI should be used. As a result, I've noticed a significant improvement in the quality and the integrity of their work. To summarize, we talked about those two guiding questions. First, the clarity of generative AI usage. Am I effectively communicating the extent and manner in which students are allowed to use generative AI? And secondly, the expectations of documentation. What are my expectations for students showing the work in terms of citations and sharing their chat prompting thread? We shared some supportive tools, skills, and samples: the Generative AI Acceptable Use Scale, the Student AI Transparency Literacies, and the Appendix for AI Acknowledgements in the assignments. So, I challenge you with these two next steps. First, an assignment by assignment review, and secondly, think about integrating AI skills. Thank you for your time and interest. As a quick meta moment to model best practices, I've included my own AI transparency declaration for this presentation and provided a suggested citation for this work. Additionally, I've included a link to the slides with all the mentioned resources hyperlinked for your convenience. Please see the link in the video description for the slides, resources, and examples mentioned in the video. As always, feel free to reach out to us with any questions or for consultations at canip@nd.edu, and for the latest events and resources, visit our website at learning.nd.edu.